Oh, hey. So sorry. If it's not 3:45 Tuesday, September 17th, don't leave comments. If it is right now, please comment. Here's the difference. If you're reading this or watching it and it's already happened and it's not live right now, hi Chew. You were always first, dude. So the thing is if this isn't happening like right now and live, I won't see the comments. And people don't realize that. And then I feel bad. Like every once in a while, I get a random comment notification and I travel to a live video where there's like some comment about something. I have no idea what it is. Hey, Mike. What's going on, man? Today's Tuesday, right? Ugh, God, this is going to be the longest week. I'm already making plans for Friday and Thursday. I'm blurry? Really? Is there schmutz on the screen? It's not blurry to me. I think it's you, Dan. Do you need glasses? I need glasses. It is blurry, Mike? Really? How come I can see me fine? I wonder if the Wi-Fi connection is weakening. No, the Wi-Fi looks strong. A little. It's got to be the internet. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's definitely not the screen. The screen is clean. Uh-oh. Is there more Aria Speedwagon drama? Dun, dun, dun. Summer road trip pulled for final stop. Huh. Notice the Twitter account. It's not the end of Ario. It's the end of Kevin Cronin splitting. Okay, hold on. There's a. Sorry, guys. Trying to figure out what this is about. So much rock drama this year, right? Oh my God. I mean, what am I doing this weekend? And what's been going on with Ario Speedwagon? Excellent questions, both of them. Hi, Roy. I'm trying to read up right now on what's going on with Ario Speedwagon. Let's see. Bruce intended to be back on the road again by now. If it were up to just him, he'd be back on tour, but it's not just him. The consensus opinion was that he had not recovered sufficiently to be able to perform. Blah, 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 blah. But I don't understand what's happening between Ario Speedwagon. I'm getting the impression that there's going to be some infighting with Ario Speedwagon and that they're going to settle it. And we're going to see like the foreigner version of Ario Speedwagon, where it's going to be a bunch of dudes that call themselves Ario Speedwagon that may or may not have ever been Ario Speedwagon before. Or it's going to be like one guy and friends or something. I don't know. I think they're probably going to end up having to have some kind of discussion like that. But I can't really. Yeah, Ario seems like it was out of left field, but you know, there's probably a bunch going on behind the scenes that we never saw. And you know, Mike, honestly, I can't keep track because I'm not a big Ario Speedwagon fan, so I don't know who's who. But there has been some things, I guess, for lack of a better. Let's see here. If you know who these guys are in Ario Speedwagon, this probably makes more sense to you than it does to me. Because I'm like, who, what, huh? There you go. That's the Ario Speedwagon statement. So if you know who was already there and who's new and who's not and what's going on with this, it might make more sense. Yeah. So when they say, oh, we've got ticket giveaway here coming. So when they say Bruce intended to be back on the road again by now, I don't know what that means. And then for Kevin's part, he never had any intention of leaving the band. I don't understand. What's Kevin leaving the band have to do with this whole like Bruce and Matt situation? Somehow. Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what I'll bet you happened? Now it's kind of making sense. I'll bet you that Bruce and Kevin are the two OGs, right? And Bruce wasn't well enough to go back out on tour, but Kevin was like, fuck you, I'm feeling fine, so let's do this without you. And Bruce was like, quit doing it without me so much, and wait a couple minutes so that I can come out too. And Kevin was like, no, fuck you. And due to that complex situation of irreconcilable differences between Bruce and Kevin, REO Speedwagon's not going out at all because there's probably some joint ownership in the trademark there. So they're going to have to cancel all the remaining tours and then form a new REO Speedwagon, kind of like what happened with Journey, right? Journey is still Journey, but the Journey trademark has passed from the Journey Corporation owned by Steve Perry, Neil Schon, Jonathan Cain, Ross Valerie et al. Into an entity where the Journey trademark is now only owned by... Actually, I don't even know how the Journey trademark is owned, but in theory, because I know Steve Perry still has a piece of it, but his piece is not in the same business as Neil Schon and Jonathan Cain's piece, right? And then Ross Valerie is out, and I'm forgetting somebody else's name who was in on that lawsuit, but blurry and out of sync. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll log out and log back in and see if we can fix it. Sorry. How about now? Is this better? Hi, it's the bone, your caller 1. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 2. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 3. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 4. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 5. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 6. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 7. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 8. Hi, it's the bone, your... Oh, caller... So caller 9 hung up before I could get to him. Does that count? I don't know. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 9. Sorry, dude. Brutal. Oh, he hung up though. Well, all right. Dun, dun, dun. Hi, it's the bone. Who's this?
This is John.
Hi, John. How are you today?
I'm all right. Got off work with my daughter at home.
Aw, how old is she? She sounds little.
21 months, almost 2.
She's 2. You can stop counting the months now.
You're the second person to tell me that today, actually.
It's probably because it's true. It's like wearing white after Labor Day, man. Everybody knows it.
Right? Exactly.
Yep. Now you can just tell people she'll be 2 in November. Is it November? Where are we now? It's September, October, November?
December. It's in December.
In December. Oh, well, there you go. She'll be 2 in December. That'll make people happy. When you say 24 months, when you say 22 months, it makes, or 21 months, it makes people do math, and they're like,
Yeah, like, oh, they have to think.
Yeah, I don't want to do math about your baby. Just give me a round number. It's like telling me something costs $21.47. No, it doesn't.
$21.47.
It's about $25 out the door, right? Right.
That's $25.
There you go. All right. Have you won anything from the bone in the last 30 days before we get too connected here?
I don't think, honestly, it's been 30 days, but I did win something not too long ago.
All right. What? Tell me how to spell your name again. It was John, and then what?
Holly, Holley. Like the carburetors.
All right. Oh, you're okay. That was the Fountain Blues Fest 4 months ago, John.
Oh wow, that was already time flies. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you know every single month of that kid's life, but you don't remember winning these tickets from me, John?
I remember. Yeah, me and my wife went. It was pretty cool. It was.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So that's why we went.
Well, are you and the missus gonna go see Deicide and get a sitter?
Yeah.
Really? Your wife is into Deicide? That's awesome.
I have no idea who that is. I just heard caller 10.
Oh my God, dude, are you serious? If you don't really want these tickets, you probably shouldn't take them because it'll disqualify you from winning anything for 30 days. And it's an extreme metal band at a club in San Francisco. Yeah.
See, I'm down for that. That just sounds like a cool thing I've never been to. You know what I mean? What's the name of the band? DSI?
Deicide.
I've never heard of it. All right, never mind. Well, that sucks. Who are you going to give them to?
I'm just going to take another caller.
You're badass. All right.
All right. You guys have fun and happy birthday to the baby.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Talking to you was enough, so I guess that's.
Aw, thanks. And just know that you can win other stuff now. So hopefully the next time you call in, you're eligible. You'll win something that you and the wife want to go see.
Yeah, I won a bunch of stuff from you. It was like comedians and shit that I've never heard of. When I went to it, it was cool. The Masonic and the
Excellent.
Fillmore. Yeah, I've won a bunch of stuff from you.
All right. Yeah, I mean, so you're good. You're good. All right. I got to let you go, John, so I can catch somebody before they stop calling. All right. Cheers. Hi, it's the Bone. Who's this?
Hi, this is Alex from San Jose.
Hey, Alex. How are you doing, man?
Good. Just waiting to clock out from work.
Excellent. So you're allowed to call while you're at work? Am I getting you in trouble?
Oh, no, not at all.
Alex, have you won anything from the Bone in the last 30 days?
No, I have not.
Alex, what's your last name?
Anaya.
How do you spell it?
Anaya.
Okay, I don't see you here in the system, so I got to get some information from you. What is your email address? Okay, congratulations, Alex. You got a pair of tickets to see Deicide at the DNA Lounge in San Francisco on Thursday, September 26th. Those tickets are going to be emailed to you. So keep an eye on your email address and your spam filter. Make sure you get that email that's going to come from us in the next couple of days or so. And as soon as you get the email, click the link inside to accept the tickets.
No way. Thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations, Alex.
Heck yeah.
All right, I'll see you at the show, man.
All right, thank you.
You got it. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Win-win all around, right? I love it when a plan comes together. All right. Is the picture better now? Kevin Ronan and Bruce Hall are the only original members, huh, Dave? Yeah, that's what's happening here. This is like a Journey style fight over the REO Speedwagon name, I'm pretty sure. And it's probably got a lot to do with whatever happened with Bruce and his back issues, you know, and Bruce was probably wanting to reschedule the tour, and Kevin was probably wanting to continue on the tour without him, and the two of them not getting along means that nobody gets to tour. And I'll bet you right now, Kevin is trying to figure out how he can, you know, tour as REO Speedwagon without Bruce. But Bruce has probably got a lawyer working on how he owns half that trademark and that Kevin can't do that. So we'll see how that shakes out. But in the meantime, it shakes out as no REO Speedwagon. All right. Hi, Vernon. Uh, two things can be true. You could be drunk and I could be blurry. Apparently, I was blurry and now it's blurry again. Dan, I'm not blurry. I am blurry. Just not 100%. Still out of sync. Is everyone drunk? Hey, Justine. You're going to be so disappointed. I did not fix the nails. They're still rank. So rank. And then I just decided, I was like, oh, you know what? There's Green Day this weekend. And then I've got Green Day in San Diego next weekend. I was like, fuck it. I'll just go get my nails done tomorrow. And then I just had to schedule a conference call tomorrow for 10:30. So I can't go get my nails done tomorrow because it takes too long to go all the way to El Cerrito and get them done. I might still be able to, actually. If the conference call isn't too long and I get my shit together, I might be able to still have a nail appointment tomorrow and take care of this disaster. But that won't leave me enough time to do the feet. So I'll have to wear tennis shoes and then get a pedicure before I go to San Diego. Because I'm going to be wearing sandals in San Diego. Let's see. 8 a.m. yoga. Oh, PJ, look at you holding me accountable. Thank you, sir. I would like to say that I absolutely did 8 a.m. yoga today, but that's not quite true, is it? I did 9 something yoga again today, but I did have the alarm go off at 8. I did roll over and say nope. And then I got up an hour later and I did do the yoga and I did still get at least an hour in on the treadmill. And I did still pack my lunch and I was not late to work. It was really fucking close, but I was not late to work. And obviously I did no hair and I did no nails. So sacrificing beauty for health. This is where we are now. There's going to be a sacrifice somewhere. It's going to be here. Sorry. It's still blurry? Oh shit. Hey Jimmy. Are you drunk? Just kidding. All right, where are we now? Should I try doing like a full laptop restart? Like, is it still blurry? You know what I realized I can do is I can look at it. Derp. Let's see. What's it look like on my computer? YouTube doesn't look blurry. Is it Facebook? Maybe it's is being blurry. Um, let's see. It's Facebook, you guys. Yep. I can see where Facebook is pixelating a little bit. Oh yeah. And it's behind. And maybe because I have a lot of windows open and I'm on Safari on Facebook. And how does Twitch look? Let's see. Yeah, because you guys always forget I'm on Twitch, right? Oh, Twitch is the best one. See? And Dirt is over there by himself watching me talk to strangers. Hi, Dirt. Back. Thanks for coming over. Everyone else is over here complaining about how the picture sucks, but you're over here looking at crystal clear on Twitch. Just saying. Yours isn't blurry on Facebook, Jeff? Are you on your phone or are you on a browser? It's starting to clear up, getting better. Well, I'm glad it's getting better. When you say you got a certificate of driving abilities, PJ, does that mean you got another ticket? How are you even still allowed to drive? You get so many tickets, dude. That's like the second ticket you've told me about in 6 months. I would think that they'd be like trying to take your license or something, you know? Dan, your YouTube is blurry? My YouTube wasn't blurry. My Facebook was blurry. Um, Dan's on Twitch. How's it going on Twitch, Dan? Now you can see my wrinkles. Can you see this one, Dan? Can you see that wrinkle right there? That wrinkle right in between there? Yeah, yeah. Um, Jeff, you're on the phone app and it's working out. Oh, thanks, Justine. This is my Lucky brand. It's one of those Lucky brand Henleys from like 10, 12, 15 years ago when Lucky brand was basically owning the Henley market. And I'm so glad I bought like every single one that I could afford because I still have them all and I still love them and I wear them all the time because they're awesome. The Lucky Brand Henleys now, they don't have as some of them are still good. Like but you can it's weird. It's almost as like they're getting them from different sources or something because some of them are still good quality, but a lot of them are just cheap shit. It's like half of Lucky Brand is Lucky Brand and the other half is Lucky ordering itself on Wish. So Dan, when you're watching on Twitch and on uh YouTube, how are you just do you have are you on a computer with two browser windows open or are you on your phone and just like having two browser windows open? I'm confused by that. And yay, I agree with you entirely. I love that there was a first time winner on this one. And that the guy who'd won he's won a few things, and clearly he's been winning for a long time because I could only see the last 3 things he's won, and that was 3 things in the last, I don't know, like, year and a half or 2, and I'm not mad at somebody who wins every few months. In fact, I actually got a message from somebody that I should probably reply to, but I just don't have time to fucking reply to all these DMs, especially when someone calls me a stanky cunt like someone did today. Um, I don't fucking reply to DMs. I don't do DMs. Every once in a while, I check them just to clear the notifications, and then, I get a pleasant surprise like being called a stanky cunt this morning. Um, at any rate, what the fuck was I getting to? Something about how oh, the prize piglet DM'd me. And I guess when I told him that he said something, and I was like, "I'm cool with what you just said, not telling anybody do, but you did just say it to the whole live stream." Well, he logged on to the live stream and saw us talking about him, and so he emailed me and was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't even know prize pigs were a thing. I just like winning stuff from you guys, and now I know." And he was like he signed it like prize piglet, whatever. And I was like, "Aw." So I need to email him back eventually and say, "Hey, Terry, it's okay to be a prize piglet. Just don't be a prize pig. I'm not mad at anybody who wins every few months. That's fine, dude. I'm mad at people who are winning every fucking 30 days and trying to win in between, and a handful of people who may not be using like multiple identities to win more than once a month. That's the shit that pisses me off. You got tabs open? Okay, I get it, Dan. That makes sense. Which one's better, Dan? Is Twitch better? Okay, so you just ran through the gambit. You're on Twitch, you're on Facebook, and you're on YouTube. Which one looks better? Twitch looks better to me. Miguel! Haha! I remembered before I saw the comment, Miguel. It's working. It's working. Don't stop doing it though. I will still need to see that. Hey Justin, how are you doing? Terrible quality and looks delayed. Fine. Oh, okay. So I guess there's a problem on YouTube too. I don't I don't know what to say. I'm not seeing it on my end. I just logged into all my accounts and I'm only seeing it on Facebook. Oh, thanks, Justine. I see all the comments, all the public comments. I absolutely see every single one of them. You'll know because I click like. If I don't write a reply, I'll click like just to let you know that I saw your comment. Um, it's the DMs I don't do at all. I don't have that energy, you know. Um, no. Just no. Um, oh, it's fine now? Oh, good. Okay. The audio is better on YouTube. Interesting. I'm good, Justin. Tired, but that's every day, right? Tired with a headache is every single day of my life. But I just ate lunch and I just took all my vitamins and now I'm having coffee. So hopefully things will get a little better. Mm. But I do have to do several things this afternoon. One of them is make Metal Zone because, oh my God, did they announce so many shows today, right? Oh, Testament went to Voodoo Donuts today, you guys. Oh, fucking love Voodoo Donuts. I used to spend an outrageous amount of time at Winchell's growing up. None of my Fairfield people are here, but if they were, they would know. Hey, Christina. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're listening too. What's going on? Um, rumor has it we have a big announcement coming on Thursday. I don't know what it is. They won't tell me, but supposedly it's happening. Oh, this is funny. So I've told you guys before how I don't watch reality TV like at all, right? I mean, Real World San Francisco edition was probably my last reality TV watch. I mean, don't get me wrong, when it was new in the 90s, I watched a lot of stuff. But then it just got a couple of things happened, right? The writer's strike, and they all of a sudden realized that reality TV was by and large super cheap to make and didn't require a lot of union people. So when the writers went on strike, all the networks just started vomiting out ridiculous amounts of reality TV, and reality TV got worse and worse and worse. And next thing you know, it was like the new sideshow, right? I mean, you notice how the freak show became socially unacceptable and you can't go to see a freak show anymore. Like Jim Rose Circus Sideshow was probably the last like freak show thing that was out there, but it's super okay to like I don't know, pregnant teen dwarfs or whatever is happening on the Learning Channel these days. It's not learning, whatever's happening on the Learning Channel and stuff, learning. Anyhow, so I got totally, completely just repulsed by reality television, and I just quit watching it, and I never went back. So I don't know who any of these people are that are, like, reality show famous. I've never seen a Kardashian episode, but obviously I know who the Kardashians are because they've permeated the culture so much that I can't not. But so when I went to LA in 2016 and my friends who were obsessed with these Vanderpump people wanted to go like, they didn't even tell me. Like, they just knew better than to tell me. They were like, "We're gonna go to this restaurant." And I was like, "Oh, cool. Is it good?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's supposed to be, like, the good restaurant." And you know, I love food. So that was gonna be my jam. I was like, "Oh, cool. We're going to a restaurant I've never heard of. This is gonna be great." No. What we did was we went to a restaurant owned by a reality show star, so it was very attractive in the restaurant, and the food was fucking mediocre, and it came up in my memories today, so I made a reel about it, and, because, you know, we're all desperate for fucking content now, thanks to reality TV shows. Hey, Carlos, I do not know when Jeff Tate will be coming back through town. Jeff Tate kinda does whatever Jeff Tate wants to do, and one minute he's not anywhere, and then the next minute he's everywhere, so he's probably got a website you could sign up and check into. Um, So here's the lame ass fucking fettuccine alfredo with shrimp that I ordered, which BT dubs, I can make a better version at home. But I will give it to her. The cocktails were lovely. Although I'm honestly not 100% sure if I had that cocktail at their place or if I had that cocktail at my hotel before we went out for dinner. These were my thoughts at the time. Sewer, it's like eating in an enchanted forest because it was just all, like, pretty. It was, like, all look and no substance. Um, but here we are. Look, in 2016. Aren't we cute? Out in front of what turned out to be the Vanderpump Place or whatever. Um, this was the bar area where we were waiting for our table. Okay. Um, so then I posted a reel about it today, and the whole reason I'm, like, telling you this long and involved story that goes nowhere is because they liked my reel. And I really was kinda mostly making fun of them, but whatever. Oh, boss, hold up. Derp, derp, der. But then I also realized that they probably liked it because 'cause they're like, "We don't care what you said about our place. The fact is you said something about our place, which means any publicity is good publicity, right?" So they're like, "Fuck yeah, talk more shit about us. We don't care." Alright, no errors. Yay! Save changes. Yay! Okay, and spot burn and done and almost done. Okay, and one last check. And yes, there are commercials for tomorrow. Huzzah. There we go. Thanks, Justin. 420 Floyd is happening right now. In fact, I can listen to it. There we go. Daydream, think about me, a football team. If you get a chance, Steve Gorman and I talked about this song in our last podcast. We were going to talk yesterday, but Steve got a little tipsy. And then I thought we were going to talk today, but he hasn't gotten back to me. So he might be a little hungover. I'll have to try him again tomorrow. All right. Let's see. Where'd I leave off? What was for lunch? Poke salad. I have that, Costco ahi poke and, like, a Costco tub of seaweed salad, and then I put those together with, like, some purple onions and some cashews and some pumpkin seeds and some avocado and some tomato. I think that's everything I put in there. Oh, red bell pepper. Comes out really good. Super filling, a lot of protein, all the healthy fats, yada, yada. Hey, Christina. We have already had this. Oh, I must have missed the what was for lunch earlier. And then don't forget 420 Floyd. Okay, here we go. Hey, Chris. What's happening, bro? Hey, Red. Yeah, I don't it's funny because I literally had no idea who these people were, and when we were there, we she's got some other bar that's, like, walking distance from that one because it's WeHo, right? So it's basically like the it's in West Hollywood, it's like the Castro of LA. So everything's in walking distance. Walk apparently another Vanderpump-owned bar, and then the queen of all the Vanderpump things, Lisa Vanderpump, was there when we got there, and everybody was, like, freaking out, and I was just sitting there like, "I don't know what this means, but I'm happy for you." I'm so happy for you guys to be in the presence of whoever Lisa Vanderpump is. But apparently she's like the Kim of the Kardashians. Lisa is Lisa of the Vanderpumps, I guess. I again, I don't know. But I will say it was fun. It was fun running around WeHo with my girls and having drinks and hanging out. And then we went to the Rainbow, which is extra fun, which I also have photos of because this is random. So this happened at the Rainbow. Now, mind you, this was before Ron Jeremy was canceled, so he was only creepy instead of, like, rapey creepy. And also, it turned out we had mutual friends. So at the time, I had texted and I was like, "I'm at the Rainbow and Ron Jeremy is here." Shocker, because from what I understand, Ron Jeremy is always at the Rainbow, or at least he was back then before the arrest and whatever else has happened with him. Um And so I put that on Facebook, and a friend of mine was like, "Oh my god, I totally know him. We've been friends for a long time." She worked in the adult industry in the early '80s, and so they had business together. And she was like, "Tell him I said hi." So I was like, "Hey, Ron, my friend so and so says hi." And he was like, "Oh my god, what? How is she doing?" Ah, da, da, da. He got all excited, talked to me, and he goes, "You know what she could tell you? She could tell you what very few people know, which is like, I always have something in my pocket ready to go." And I was like, "Oh, Ron Jeremy, stop." Because last time I'd seen Ron Jeremy, it was in LA, but it was at a Metallica show, and he was in Machine Head's dressing room, like, eating all their food. He was, like, compulsively eating, like, people's leftover dinners and stuff. Like, it was weird. And, so he goes, "Yeah, I've always got a harmonica in my pocket." And I was like, "The fuck?" Is going on right now. So Ron Jeremy whipped the harmonica out of his pocket and started playing it for me, and I was like, "Who's ever gonna believe this?" But it was 100% true. And then I basically cuddled up on the Lemmy statue because it was kinda new at the time, and I was like, "I need to go spend some time with Lemmy." Also, alcohol may have been involved, but still. Da, 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 da. Fear Factor, gross. I watched a little bit of Fear Factor until there was one where they had to eat brains. And all of them that were eating the brains were just like, "Oh god, there's bits in there." And it and at that point, I was like, "Oh, no." Also, raw brains, not safe to eat, BT dubs. That's how they spread the diseases from the monkeys to the people. Um, you're still watching Pawn Stars? I'm not mad at you. Watch what makes you happy, you know? I just could never get into those things, and I can't. It just my head just goes, nope." And a lot of it has less to do with the fact that it's reality based and way more to do with the format, right? I mean, it's a 30-minute show, but you're getting like 7 minutes of footage, right? Because they're previewing they go to commercials. And before they go to commercials, they preview what's gonna happen when you come back from the commercials. And when they come back from the commercials, they review everything that happened right before the commercials. And then they play you like 5 minutes of content before they start going into flashbacks. And next thing you know, it's a preview and then a commercial and then a review and then 3 minutes of content and then a fucking flashback. And I'm just like, I am not spending half an hour of my life to watch 7 minutes of fucking television. So that's why. I'm lucky I don't have teenage girls. It's not luck, Christina. It's by design. You get stuck watching reality shows all the time. Christina, you're the mom. You get to tell them what they're watching on TV. You know that, right? Yeah, I mean, teenage girls are loud and obnoxious and will have tantrums, but then you just send them to their rooms because they're gonna watch it on their fucking phones anyway, right? Girl, do not let your children run the TV. That is your last stand. That is all you have left in property that belongs to you, right? Because 'Cause I'm sure they come into your bathroom, they come into your bedroom, they come into your closet, they probably come in every single place in that house. Where do you still have control? The family room television set. Parents never lose control of that fucking TV. Mm-mm. That's family time TV. You get to decide what's on there. I have spoken. Justine, you saw a season of Survivor? I didn't. You know what? For a minute, what I did watch, best thing ever, fucking Talk Soup, right? Because I used to watch Talk Soup to see what happened on the talk shows, but then Talk Soup was like a precursor to like blooper videos and online shit, right? And then Talk Soup started doing like recaps of reality shows. So I kind of knew what happened on Survivor every week because of Talk Soup. But it was never interesting to me. Whenever I would watch clips of what was supposed to be the highlight of Survivor, I was never like, "Oh my god, I have to see what happened on that show." I never no. Yeah. American Pickers, don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's a junkyard show. Big Brother. Big Brother's been around a long time. I remember seeing you know what I've seen more of? I've seen more real TV show parodies of reality shows than I have seen reality shows. Is Boss Lady a TV show, or are you calling me boss lady? Because I don't know. Did I meet Lisa? I mean, kinda, you know? They insisted we all go up to her and say hello, so we all went up to her and said hello. I offered to take the picture because I was like, "Ah." "Hey, Carlos. No, the show is not on the down low. The show is officially announced. It's Huey Ween. It's at Vinny's Bar and Grill on October 26th, as you know, with Babylon AD and White Snake with a Y. We're talking about it on the air. We did announce it, but they didn't use the video yet. But I did give the videos to our digital team, and I don't know if they are saving them. I'm guessing because they want to use them as it gets closer because they had some Halloween poster branding that they wanted to do with it when they did the um, But yeah, I actually was thinking about that today, and I am our digital team manager is out of town until Wednesday. So later this week or next week, I'm gonna ask her if she has plans for posting what we filmed, and if she doesn't, then I'll reach back out to you guys, and I'll post it and collab with you myself without the station. Because I don't know why they wouldn't wanna post it, but sometimes they get it in their head that they've got some kind of branding, and then they decide that they don't want me on it, and I don't fucking care enough to fight them on it, you know? I'm just like, "Here is content that I have created for you for free that is as spot on as you can get for the event that we're doing. So, if you wanna use it, that is wonderful, and if you don't, please just let me know so that I can use it." But they also have a lot on their plates, and this is not a crazy top priority on account of it's still 6 weeks away. So they've got a lot going on in between now and then, like 49ers, Aftershock. I have a feeling that if it gets used, it'll be after Aftershock. Justine, feel bad for Rick. He lost his son, not Corey, and he's down another marriage. I don't know who those people are. Justine, who are you talking? Glad you like money. Time is still your favorite song? I'm not mad at Time. I play that one too. You have barbecue pizza for lunch. Nice. Lori, is that you with a name change? Or LA, is that someone else? It doesn't let me blow up your pictures, and it doesn't let me zoom in on you guys or anything. So, I can only tell you by name. If you change your name, I'm toast. And then I have to remember the names, which sometimes is difficult. Leftover pizza rules. When I get to San Diego, my friends in San Diego have a pizza oven, and we go batshit on pizzas. Oh my god. We will just, like, start we'll make, like, a shit ton of pizzas, and we'll just start firing them in the oven, and they'll be coming out fast and furious, and it's amazing. Carblicious. Oh, yeah, Ron is weird. I mean, obviously, he's weird. The guy was in porn for, like, 40 years, you know? Nothing against the adult film industry, but there's a dark side. Uh, yes, we are lucky, Christina, that he only whipped out the harmonica. Clearly, this is a shtick that he's been doing for a while. Yes, mad cow disease from eating all kinds of stuff from eating raw brains. I can't believe they got away with it on that show. You hated Talk Soup? Aw. Greg Kinnear. Greg Kinnear. I liked Greg Kinnear. I liked the whole thing. I liked the concept. I even liked the dude they got after him, but, this was pre-DVRs, and I did not have time to be around when I got a day job, so History Channel is no longer about history either, right? It's all about aliens and stuff. History's like, "Yeah, this happened in history, but was it aliens?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" I used to love History Channel. But again, it's that same program formula, which is why I don't watch it anymore because History Channel is like, it's a dude reading a Wikipedia out loud. Right? And then they show a bunch of B-roll, and sometimes it doesn't have anything to even do with it. It's not even actually of the historic event or of the historic place or of anything that relates to the historic event. It's just some random footage that kind of fits the vibe of the time, and then they interview a bunch of random people about it. People that had nothing to do with it. They're just like historians, and it's like, drunk history is probably a better fucking accurate representation. Oh, you were talking to Dan about Pawn Stars. Gotcha, okay. Sorry, yeah, I know nothing about Pawn Stars, except that I have been in Vegas on occasion with friends who liked that Pawn Stars show, and they said that the pawn shop is in Vegas, and they've made me drive by it before. We're like, "We're going by the pawn shop, Pawn Stars pawn shop," and I'm like, "Okay." And then I was like and they were like, "Do you wanna go?" And I'm like, "Well, if I was gonna go pawn shopping, wouldn't I wanna go to a pawn shop that wasn't on TV so that I could get better prices?" This is where my head's at, you know? And they were like, "Well, yeah, but this might have been on Pawn Stars." And I was like, "But I don't care about something that was on Pawn Stars." But that's just me. What I did and do and have cared about very much is, the TV show The Magicians, and I have purchased a lot of props from that TV show. So it's not like I think I'm above everyone, like, I'm not buying some shit just because it was on TV. Because I literally have bought shit just because it was on TV, but it was on the show that I really liked, and I just haven't liked reality TV shows. Did they boil the brains on Fear Factor? I swear to God, Justine, these brains weren't boiled because of the way that they were, like, gagging over the texture and saying that there were, like, bits of bone or something in it. Oh, it was not right. Uh, but I'll never play things like Dogs or Echoes. They're not on my list, bud. If they were on my list, I would play them, but they're not. Uh, he played the the Ritz in SJ some months ago. Mike, are you talking about, Jeff Tate? You gotta realize I'm scrolling through, like, 8,000 different things. I'm not 8,000, but I'm scrolling through many comments and going through many different, things that I'm talking about, and then by the time I get to your comment and you say, "He played the Ritz in San Jose some months ago," I'm not 100% sure who you're talking about. I'm guessing you're talking about Jeff Tate, and yes, he was here, like, within the last year to 18 months, and he does typically only come close to the Bay Area about every 3 years, 3 to 5 years. It's it's weird because now that there's Jeff Tate and there's Queensryche, they don't seem to be circling each other. Like, it's almost like if you get one, you don't get the other for, like, a year or something. I You subscribe to the History Channel on YouTube? Everything is aliens. I don't blame you, Red. Yeah, it's all fucking garbage now. Honestly, Wikipedia is my favorite history site these days. And here's the thing, right? As a history buff, you would think I would love documentaries, but no, the documentaries are so much garbage now. Like I said, they interview 3 historians, they show a bunch of B-roll, and then they read a fucking Wikipedia. So I would rather watch a dramatization of the history and then flip through the history.com and Wikipedia stuff myself to see what really happened while I'm watching the dramatization of it, because that's at least more entertaining, and I still get the history part. Dan, you almost bought something on their website, a cardboard cutout from DuckTales the movie. That's cute. Pawn shop owner's son died recently. Oh, that's what she meant. Oh, I'm sorry. That is sad. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Is that the meme? Is that the meme, guys, where it's like, I got this, best I can do is? Is that the son that died in that meme? I had to have somebody explain that meme to me for a while. Um, no, Justine, it is not the masked magician. Oh, good, it is you, Lori. Okay, I thought I recognized the photo, which is hard to do because I'm half blind and it's this this big for me, um, but I still managed to spot you. Uh, no, no, no. The Magicians was a TV show based on the books by Lev Grossman called The Magicians. It's a series of books, and it was this, and but actually, this is one of those rare occasions where the show was better than the books, and it was basically it was like Harry Potter goes to college, but it ended up being very over the top and way more entertaining, and Google it. Check it out. It's on Netflix now. God, we were so close. It was like 5 seasons in or 4 seasons in, and, was it 4 or 5? And it was like it was on Sci-Fi Channel, and we thought that it was gonna get picked up, and then Sci-Fi canceled it, and then everybody was like, "No!" And we thought Netflix was gonna pick it up because Netflix had started airing the episodes, but it turned out Netflix just bought the existing episodes, and then they canceled the show. And then people started and then I guess the company in Canada that had all the show sets and props started selling them, and all these Canadian people were, like, in these magicians groups, and I was so upset when the show was canceled, and I wasn't sure the show was canceled. I started Googling around to try and find out if it was canceled, and then I ended up in all these Facebook groups about it with all these people, like, commiserating on how the show canceled, and it was such a great show, and that's how I ended up getting hooked on props. Um, but anyway, I do you can get a pizza oven from your family business? Ooh. The really good thing about outdoor pizza ovens is that in the summertime, you don't have to cook indoors because it gets too hot in Concord. Oh, I didn't know those were your that was your family, the statuaries. Those are gorgeous out there. Every time I drive by 'em, I always slow down and I'm like, "Ooh, what do they got now?" 'Cause every once in a while, I'd have a gig out at the Cow Palace, or I'd be going out to, like, back when I was endorsed by Monster headphones, they used to be out there. Oh, my first show was Queensryche at the Civic Auditorium in San Jose too. Well, it wasn't my first show, I'm sorry. My first Queensryche show was Metallica in 1988. And then I saw 'em again at the Arco. First I saw 'em at the Cow Palace was Metallica, Queensryche, December '88 at the Cow Palace, and then we went the next night to the Arco Arena, and then I had become friends with the Queensryche guys, so then when they came back through town a few months later, uh this is '88. Did I say '88 or '89? It was '88. Um, Queensryche called me and, asked me to score some coke, and I did. And I drove down there 'cause you know how much I hate driving to San Jose, but this was in the '80s. So I drove down to San Jose and hooked up with a friend of mine that lived in Mountain View, and we scored 'em some coke, and they gave me some T-shirts, and I still have those shirts. And they called it Krell. And it was so funny because I was just telling this story to, uh, the guys in Queensryche on the Monsters of Rock cruise, like, this last cruise, and I was like, "Yeah, I remember you guys kept calling it Krell," which I thought was so bizarre, and they were like, "Oh, you know who started that? Your boy Lars," and I was like, "Did he really?" So now I keep forgetting to ask Lars, "Did you used to call cocaine Krell, and why?" But then, you know, what's funny is Queensryche played on the Monsters of Rock cruise this year, but last year, Jeff Tate was on the Monsters of Rock cruise, not back on, was on for the first time. And Jeff Tate had kind of been like, uh, you know, I mean, there was that whole he pulled a knife on the band thing, and there was all this crazy shit going on, and everyone I talked to was like, "Jeff is out of it. Nobody wants to be around him. He's a terrible person. The lawsuit was awful, blah, 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 blah." And then out of nowhere, Jeff Tate turns up and he's a whole new guy. He's being nice. He's hanging out with fans. He's sounding good. He's not being a dick to anyone. All I can think of is he either A, learned a lesson, or B, got some medication, or maybe C, all of the above. I don't know. But yeah, I would go see him again now that he's sounding really good again. Well, you do get them, but not too close to one another. Oh, Queensryche and Jeff Tate. The son that passed away was not involved in the show. Oh, okay. Paul, you came back for the cheese porn? I don't have any new cheese porn today. Um, but, you know, between Murray's yesterday and the fucking Marin Cheese Company with the petite boo, I don't know if I can handle any more cheese porn right now. You were at that show too, Carlos? Fuck yeah, that show ruled. Todd Latour, that is how it's spelled, Red. Yeah. Oh, so Todd's not starting to do stand-up comedy. That was Todd's stand-up comedy debut. This is a thing called Punchlines and Backlines, and it's the brainchild of Courtney Cronin Dold and Don Jameson, and they do this actually off the boat as well. But they mostly do it on the boat, and they get together and, let's see, Izzy's involved. Izzy, Presley from Karaoke. So it's like Izzy, Courtney, Dawn, and then, whatever other comedians are on the boat at the time, often Jim Florentine. They will get together with the band members that want to do the show, that want to learn comedy and do the comedy show, and they will get together with them and write jokes. So they've done this with Kip Winger, Tyson Leslie, Britt Lightning from Vixen, Tyson's in Vixen, and a lot of them are really funny, and they perform on the cruise. But here's the thing, right? We're all the comedians and myself, along with Eddie Trunk and often, DJ Will and who am I forgetting? Keith Roth, we're all, hosts on the cruise. So if, like, 80% of the hosts are helping with the comedy show or are in the comedy show, I have to be the one hosting everything. So I never get to see the comedy show. So when you saw Todd post to Blabbermouth today, that was my first time seeing Todd as well, except that, Courtney had showed me some video of Todd's performance because, Courtney Cronin Dold is a friend of mine. She's a great comedy writer and stand-up comedian, but mostly comedy writer. And she corrals that gig very well, and she's been on the cruise the last few times, and it's funny because the first year she was on the cruise, I didn't really get to know her very well, but now she's, like, one of my cruise besties. Having heart surgery changed him for the better. Oh, did Jeff Tate have heart surgery? I don't remember that, but yeah, I think that would change anyone, I hope. Paul, you did security for Jeff Tate when he did the acoustic tour after the split, and he was really nice to everybody that day? I'm glad to hear it. I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of firsthand experience with Jeff Tate. I've worked a bunch of Queensryche shows, I've been around Queensryche a bunch, Jeff was just never a part of that. So, all I can do is speak secondhand from things I've heard about him. Um, the first I he but it was firsthand when I saw him on the cruise. I mean, I ran into him in production, and he was very nice, and then I saw him, and he sounded great. Yeah, I would love to come to a pizza wine party. Hi. I love pizza, I love wine, I love all those things. Thanks, Lori. Yeah, I love Britt Lightning. She's so sweet. She's one of those people. Oh, hold on. Let's do this one. 1077 The Bone and the Stone Temple Pilots with Plush. I'm Nikki Blakk, and your San Francisco 49ers are 1-1 right now. I know it's only week 3. We're not going to panic. I am not going to panic. Your San Francisco 49ers will be back on the West Coast, where I have a feeling things will be slightly more right. They're taking on the Los Angeles Rams this Sunday. Pregame is at 12:25. Kickoff is at 1:25. And as always, every play of the game is right here in bone-crushing stereo. And don't forget, we've got Tabor Pepper back. That's right. Everybody's favorite long snapper is reporting on your San Francisco 49ers locker room talk and fun. He's also got a new baby, which is so cute. But if you missed Lamont and Sally talking to Tabor Pepper last week, you can catch it online at 1077thebone.com and on the Bone socials, and catch him this week, Thursdays at 6:50 a.m. on the Rock of the Bay. That was close. All right, let's see. Where are we here? No, don't copy it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Ooh, too many 6-minute songs around here. What's going on? It's funny. I have 1 hour where it's like all 5 and 6-minute songs, and then I have another hour where it's all 2 and 3-minute songs, and it's kind of hard to balance sometimes. All right, that's better. No, that kind of works actually. Ooh, 5 and 7 minutes. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. This to come down. Ah, perfect. Give me that one. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, but it's linear. That doesn't make sense, does it? Mm, mm, mm. Actually, no. Oh, good. Okay, that's fine. Mm, this is gonna have to be something else too. Um, there we go. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. And then that's good. Okay. Huh. All right. Mhm. What would you rather hear? Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bad Moon Rising, or David Lee Roth, California Girls? Those are your choices. Hey, Kevin. How's it going? Oh, Britt Lightning. That's what I was talking about. So Britt Lightning is so sweet. She's one of those people where you're like waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're always like, is it possible that this nice of a person? Does someone this nice exist? Like you keep waiting for her to just like Eddie Haskell you because she's so nice. She's all the Eddie with none of the Haskell. I love Britt. She's very sweet. Her mom is awesome too, by the way. You ever done shots with Britt Lightning's mom? I have. I love Vixen. No, headache's not all better, but thanks, Joe. You know, it's been coming and going, and thanks for reminding me. I got to sit up straight more because did you hear that? Am I hearing things? It sounds like somebody's knocking on the wall. It was like, and of course now it's gone. That was weird. Because this one was off my ear, so I could hear it. And I was like, yeah, okay. I have a long neck, so I have a bad tendency, especially when I'm like, I need to get this to be here. I need to get one of the, you know what I need? I need one of those little stands. Yeah, I need to get me one of those. So that I'm not leaning forward like this while I'm talking to you guys. Because when I do this, it's bad for all the things, bad posture and all that. Um, at one show, he was cool to the people of Nebraska. You never know. You know what? I'm not willing to say that somebody's an asshole just because they had a bad night, which I hear a lot. Somebody will be, "Oh yeah, fuck that guy. He's a dick. I asked him for an autograph and he wouldn't give it to me." And I'm like, okay, well, I feel like there's more to that story, sir. And a lot of rock stars and public figures get bad raps that way. One person will insist they're a fucking cocksucker just because they didn't give them an autograph or didn't like hold their baby or whatever the fuck it is, you know? Come on, man. Did my cans come with the studs on the headband or did I add them? These came, well, they came, these are a special thing, right? They're interchangeable. So this is my stud headband that has studs here. And then I have another one. I have another one that has devil horns on it, and I'm pretty sure there's only like 2 in the world, and one is, well, I have one and Jose Mangan has the other. Um, but yeah, it's a magnetic headband that attaches to the headphones, and you can change them out. I gotta figure out, I have the other headbands at home. In fact, I think I came across them recently. Oh my god, you guys, I was in the garage last night. I found some weird shit. I texted my friend today. I was like, "Please help me. Help me." Hopefully, she's gonna come over on Sunday, and we're gonna donate a bunch of weird shit. I mean, like, one thing with is, like, one of those, like, Spencer's lamps, but it's, like, green, neon green with tentacles. It's like a glass lamp that's just, and it has the sparks in it. Like, I have weird shit. I should just put it all on eBay. Here, buy Nikki Black's weird shit. Hey, Kevin. Did I say hi already? I can't remember. Long snapper sounds like a lot of things, Justine. CCR, huh? Really? You guys would rather hear CCR over David Lee Roth? California Girls versus Bad Moon Rising? You guys want Bad Moon Rising? Alright. PJ, you wanna hear Ghosts? I'll put Ghosts. Actually, I don't know if I have room for Ghosts. There's so many shows that got announced today that I'm gonna try and pack into the metal zone, but if I can, I'll put Ghost in as well. Gremlins. Gremlins for the knocking. Do I see dead people? No, sadly, Tony, there are no dead people. That would be cool. Did you see A24 is gonna put a bunch of horror movies in the theaters for Halloween? Because there may not be enough, horror movies in general, so they're gonna fix that. Oh, you know what? That might be too many '80s. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Okay. I would love to have a, well, you know what? I don't know if I want a desk with the hydraulics. Like, at home, I have the treadmill so I can walk, and then I just put the desk across the treadmill. But what I need is, because I have a laptop, I just need to raise the laptop up and then put a keyboard down here so that I'm not, like, so that I'm ergonomically, this is bad ergonomics, and for somebody with a repetitive motion injury, it's not ideal. But I don't do a lot of typing from this position, actually. If I'm going to type on the laptop, I will get off the chair and stand up. I mostly just sit down so I can talk to you guys, because I think it's, well, basically, because if I'm standing up, then you guys are looking at me like this the whole time and everybody's seeing up my nose. So I have to sit down to talk to you guys otherwise. But I suppose if I got a little stand, one of those little TV trays for laptops, if I got one of those, that would make sense. Leather Wolf, Bad Moon Rising cover. No. Also valid, Dan. I could just get a webcam, huh? And then the webcam could just clip. I don't know. What should I get? Should I get a webcam? Or should I just get a stand for the laptop? Both would be pretty useful. Maybe I should get one of each. They're probably not that expensive, huh? All right. You convinced me, Dan. I'm putting it on my Black Friday list. Dun, dun, dun. There it is. Laptop stand. Webcam. Does anybody else do that? Try and save up Try and wait for stuff you don't have to have and then buy it all on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Or am I just really cheap? Hey, Terry, what's happening, man? Let me see if there's anything new with the Rolling Stones. Mm-mm-mm. Mm, not really seeing anything good. Nah, none of that matters. Pat Benatar's already come and gone. There's nothing going on with her, is there? Oh, Pat Benatar has a vinyl reissue. That's interesting. Ah, and they just dropped. What? Tangerine vinyl? Oh, how is this not a record store day release? That would be cool. And magenta? What? These look very cool. I try not to make Amazon lists because I try not to buy from Amazon if I can help it because, they're basically a big box retailer that's killing small business. That said, it's not like I don't ever buy from Amazon because sometimes a bitch just needs convenience. Um, but also a lot of times, especially Black Friday, Amazon's not the best price, you know? Sorry, sometimes I use you guys as a mirror. Um, and sometimes, I discover new companies. I like this website called slickdeals.net when I'm looking for stuff because the people on that website, sorry, it's kind of a mess up here. The people that are on that website in the comments sections, it's basically like the Reddit for bargains. They are fucking serious people. And every time I want to get something like I know enough I know a bit about tech, but these people get deep when it comes to like external hard drives and webcams and stuff that I would never even have considered when it comes to buying stuff like that. So I wait for, like, a big sale weekend to happen, and then I go to that website, and then I look up the things that I want, and then I see what's in the comments about them because you learn a lot. And then I get some really good deals because I ain't rich, I work in radio, folks. You know what, Justine? If you post the link, I don't think it'll let me click on it. Give it a try, though. Man, fuck Hobby Lobby, Dan. Never shop at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has taken away a woman's right to choose. Hobby Lobby has taken away a woman's right to having her birth control covered by her medical insurance. Fuck Hobby Lobby. Fuck Hobby Lobby all goddamn day and twice on Sundays because they close because they religious because that's why they're making us all fucking not be able to afford fucking birth control. Thank you. Go fuck yourself, Hobby Lobby. And if I wasn't clear enough, fuck Hobby Lobby. I will never set foot in one of those stores. I wouldn't even pretend to buy something there. I would walk a mile and pay twice what something costs to fucking not buy it from fucking Hobby Lobby. Sorry. Don't say Hobby Lobby around me. It fucking triggers me. Anytime someone takes away a woman's right or a human's right, it fucking triggers me. Oh. 1077 The Bone and the Rolling Stones. I'm Nikki Blakk, and this week, Pat Benatar just dropped her first 3 albums on vinyl again. And not only are they all being released on black vinyl, but the first album is being released on tangerine vinyl. The second album is coming out in magenta, and the third album is coming out in a dark purple. And now I suddenly want to buy a whole bunch of Pat Benatar records. Michaels is fine. Michaels has not sued all the way to the Supreme Court to not have to provide birth control coverage under a woman's insurance. Um, Here's the really fucking gross and sad thing about fucking Hobby Lobby and their bullshit decision, right? Because they're so fucking religious, and they don't wanna cover abortion because heaven forbid they fucking cover a woman's right to choose as a medical procedure, that women who have unviable pregnancies would have to pay out of pocket to have, like, a D&C, which is basically a dead fetus removal. Or they would have to, like, petition or fucking fight for it, which actually now they all have to do in certain states because all of these states are fucking outlawing shit, right? Like, overturning Roe v. Wade has far-reaching implications that are vile, just vile, and Hobby Lobby was a big fucking chip away in a woman's rights and protections when it comes to healthcare. Oh, you saw a laptop stand on Amazon. I am curious to see it. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, I do shop at Amazon. I try not to make it my main thing. Terry, you're at Ross? Oh my god, Terry, you gotta tell me. Okay, so a friend of mine who lives in LA and drives Uber in the morning. I'm guessing he's either always picking someone up near the Ross or whatever, but he says that there are always women lined up first he said there's always people. He's like, "There's always people lined up outside the Ross every morning, sometimes an hour and a half or more before they open." And I was like, "Dude, I'll bet you I know what it is." I said, "Is it all women?" And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "Is it all women, like, mostly middle-aged?" And he goes, "Yeah. How did you know?" And I go, "I'll bet you, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, Terry. I think it's women who are buying that Ray Dunn crockery and then reselling it." Am I right? Am I right? Do you have people that are out front every morning looking for what your Ray Dunn shipment was that day? Because I saw this happen at a Ross in Vegas, and I was like, "What in the hell is going on with these people?" And that's what someone told me. Somebody who was in the line was like, "Yeah, well, they get a shipment every day, and you never know if there's gonna be new Ray Dunn in it, and I have to get the Ray Dunn." And I'm just like, "What the fuck is a Ray Dunn?" And they're like, "You don't know who Ray Dunn is?" And I was like, "Why would I know who Ray Dunn is? I don't know who Lisa Vanderpump is." And, it turns out that it's, like, some kinda crockery with, like, thin print. Very basic, like, you could fucking make this shit yourself if you had half an ounce of talent, you know? But, um but apparently, like, the Ross and the Home Goods and the stores like that, the TJ Maxx's, apparently they get shipments of this Rae Dunn crockery, and women go nuts for it, and they come in and they buy it because they gotta have every fucking piece of it and then they'll buy extra so that they can, like, eBay it, and it's fucking crockery, man. It's just ceramic shit that has a word on it or a name or whatever, like, I'll show you if you guys haven't seen it. It's fucking wacky. Oh, happy Tuesday, Christopher. You start at 3? I know, right? How about everybody who suffered going to see the Deftones already? Uh, woo, uh, wasn't expecting that to be loud like that. Um, yeah, all those people that suffered going to Golden Gate Park to see the Deftones, now they coulda just waited to see them fucking at Chase Center. I'm me. Some people is me. Yeah, that's me. Sorry. Okay, watch this. Great. Done. Images. It's this. That's it. It's just super fucking basic crockery, and they're nuts for it, right? Like this article I clicked on is 6 tips for finding Rae Dunn pottery. Today I'm sharing everything I know about Rae Dunn pottery, including where to find Rae Dunn and how to start your own Rae Dunn collection. Let's face it. Have you ever found yourself in the parking lot in front of a Home Goods at 9:25 AM waiting for them to open? Have you ever followed people into TJ Maxx convinced they are heading to the white dishes aisle? Or have you noticed that every recycled bag you own has a TJ Maxx logo on it? If you answered yes to all 3 of these questions, then you are a Rae Dunn addict. I have to send this article to my friends. This bitch has Rae Dunn Friendsgiving plates. I had no idea this was a thing, mind you, until I was inside of a Ross in Vegas and somebody, like, gave me the full scoop, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" Totally fascinated me. It's so popular. It's a buying frenzy. It's been surrounding these white pottery dishes with handwritten black letters. It reminds me of the Beanie Babies craze in the late 1990s. In both cases, women all over the country were lining up to buy a very inexpensive item that was in high demand and short supply. Uh, oh god. A lot of people don't even know who Rae Dunn is. Rae Dunn is a California native and resides in the San Francisco Bay Area. She has a Bachelor of Arts degree in industrial design and worked in graphics and fashion design for several years before discovering clay, which has now been her passion since 1994. Apparently, this bitch is rich. I can't believe she's here in the Bay, and none of us have any idea who the fuck she is. I didn't even know it was a chick. I was a dude. Rae Dunn pottery with the big letters is currently sold primarily at Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls. Oh, so maybe not at Ross. There are a few websites and other pottery designs, not the big letter ones. Apparently, the big letter ones are, like, the thing. The supply has been way less than the demand, and unfortunately, there used to be a lot of shelf cleaners who traveled from store to store to buy all of the product and then resell. Sadly, a lot of these resellers have made arrangements with the stores where they can call and have all the items held for them. They infiltrated the store, got to know the employees, and basically they were able to buy the product before everyone else. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. There are scalpers. There are pottery scalpers. What a crockery. Oh my god, dude. It seems things are changing. Apparently, corporate TJ Maxx is aware of the problem and have told the stores they're no longer allowed to respond to calls about Ray Gun inventory. Can't hold Ray Gun items anymore for anyone. I'm sorry, I can't read this anymore. It's crazy. Oh. Black Friday was cool before COVID. Black Friday was never cool, bro. No, never. Black Friday was always like, ugh. Oh yeah, Justine, feel free to shoot me an email link, or don't worry about it. I mean, if it's just in Amazon, it's not gonna be hard for me to find. I can unless you found something. Do I know much about Temu? No. I know it's supposed to be like the new Amazon Amazon Alibaba thing, and once I ordered some not dragon, woodpecker repelling things, because everything said that you're supposed to hang these, like, mylar twisty bits around the house to stop woodpeckers, and I've got a fucking woodpecker. And I ordered them on Temu just to see. I was like, "Well, here's a thing that's, like, so random and so cheap that if they fuck it up, they fuck it up, I'll get it somewhere else, but that this way I can give, like, Temu a shot." Um, and it was fine, but also, it does seem like another Wish, like, shit is not that great. Oh, thanks, Justine. "Hey, John, are you gonna behave yourself? I see you. I'll let you in, but just FYI, you are still on probation." Do you miss Toys R Us? I don't. PJ, you love Lisa Vanderpump? How do you even know who she is? I mean, it was sketchy. Yeah, I only ordered that one thing, and I just it didn't endear me to the company. It just felt sketch, and, it did. It felt sketchy. It felt like Wish. You're looking over Temu now, Dan? It seems too good to be true. I don't know. I don't know. I have talked to some people who've ordered some clothes from there, and they like them, but also I'm trying not to buy new clothes, trying to get mostly, like, secondhand or used clothes or vintage, or not at all because I have a house filled with clothes. So I don't have a need for it. I'm trying to buy less, you know what I mean? The Pottery Pirates. Yeah, it's a lot of knockoff Chinese stuff. It's funny, the tariffs are not on garbage. The tariffs are only on things we need, like TVs and oil. Detachable notebook, ergonomic, aluminum compatible. Oh, thanks, Justine. I'll put those on my notes for Black Friday so that I can have that. Aluminium. Aluminum has two L's. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry, Justine. Why wouldn't the email go through? nikkiblakkk@gmail.com? It should. I don't know about that. Yep. Still a little bit of a headache, still a little bit of a sniffle, still a little COVIDy every day for no reason. Still very tired. God, I wish I wasn't out of coffee. Oh, I'm not out of coffee. Yay! I set it down. Thought I was out of it. Well, I'm out of it. I'm just not out of coffee. Oh, that was, yeah, that's nice. The ADHD is really starting to set in, I think. Oh, all right. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry, Justine. I was not fast enough getting Nikki Blakk on everything. I got Nikki Blakk on Facebook. I got Nikki Blakk on Twitter. I got Nikki Blakk on Tumblr, and I did not get Nikki Blakk on, and I got Nikki Blakk on YouTube. Oh, I just got your email. Thank you. And I had to go 666 on Instagram and TikTok because somebody got in ahead of me. And that bitch who got in ahead of me on Instagram doesn't even use the fucking account. I was like, really? Yeah, we all need more coffee. Red for real, dude. Nap time later. No naps. 25 years. That's a long time for a social media handle. So the reason I was going like OMG is because I was watching the news this morning and there was a what they called a terror attack in Lebanon, and it was something like, let's see, people died. Like, I wanna say a dozen people died, 8 people died. Let me see. Why doesn't it say how many people died now? Oh, here we go. Lebanon health minister told state media that at least 9 people were killed and more than 2,800 were injured when when a bunch of pagers exploded, because apparently in Lebanon, pagers are still a fucking thing. And now they're saying American intelligence is saying that Israel planted the explosives in the pagers in Taiwan, and then Taiwan sold the pagers to Hezbollah in Lebanon. And this was basically an Israeli terror attack on Hezbollah in Lebanon. And I'm like, I don't necessarily want to discuss it because there's too much to unpack to even pretend to do that. But just that little bit of information alone is sobering. Uh, yeah. So anyway, whole bunch of shows got announced today. Whole bunch. And I need to put them all on the concert calendar, and then I need to make the Metal Zone. So where were we on making Metal Zone? PJ wanted to hear Ghost, right? I don't hear anything. Oh, hold on. That's why I don't hear anything. I still have the microphones up. 1077 The Bone and the Black Crows, where she talks to angels. I'm Nikki Blakk, and I talk to former Black Crow Steve Gorman. You know Steve Gorman. He rocks tonight at 7 o'clock on 1077 The Bone. And he and I have a podcast we call The Black Room. You can get it anywhere you get podcasts. Just title search The Black Room and then scroll until you see the blue logo with both of us standing next to each other. You'll see it. It's everywhere. And if you can't find it, I know the easiest place. It's at 1077thebone.com. And oh, we're doing video now. I almost forgot. You can find it also on our YouTube pages at 1077 The Bone and okay. There we go. All right. Where were we? Shows. Metal Zone. Oop, that's the concert calendar. I need playlists. Oh, and now I can't go to Corn, I don't think. So my sister-in-law just sent me an email that my nephew's 16th birthday is going to be the same day as the 49er game and the Corn, Gojira, and Spirit Box concert. So I'm going to have to see how I'm going to be able to at least try and fit the 49er game in. Gerp, derp, derp. You wonder what my cats are up to? I can find out. Let's see. Come here. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Whoops. That cat? He's hanging out in the window. What did he? Oh, bath time, I guess. All right, let's see what. See if I can get over to see what Smokey's doing. That's Bandit. Bandit's always in the window. Oh, and there's Smokey. Smokey's chilling on the cat tree. Cats are pretty boring during the day, but at night they have like gladiator matches. It's crazy, which is why they have their own room. Because if they were trying to pull that shit while I was sleeping, they'd be eating the cats and dogs in Concord. It's bath time. I like dogs too, but my dog died in 2017, so I haven't had a dog since. Yeah, my cats are crazy every night. I don't think there's like a an exception where they're not like knocking shit over. Like I come in the morning and run the Roomba every morning because it needs it. And there's toys everywhere. And I put the toys on the cat tree because I figure they like to knock them off, you know? Um, and they do. I'll have to pick up like at least a half dozen toys every single morning, if not more. My dog Susie, The light of my life, my little precious baby who I lost in 2017. She used to come to work with me all the time at the station. She'd sit in my lap while I was on the air. Best pet puppy ever. Let's see. There she is. Isn't she the cutest thing ever? My little muffin. I mean, look at that majestic beast. Funny, it's not bringing up pictures of her at the station. Oh, here we are commuting. She would sit in my lap while I drove in. Here we are at the San Francisco cable car bell ringing contest where we were judges. As you can see, she was also a judge. She had a little ribbon. Oh, here she is at the station. You can see the oh, over here. Over here, you can see where the microphone is in the station. This is at the old building, so it looks a little bit different than this one. Oh, here she is with her first backstage pass. This was a day to remember at the Regency, and people were like, "Did that dog just get backstage?" And I was like, "Yeah, she's got a pass." Mm. She's the precious. Oh, she loves broccoli. Never throw away your broccoli stems. Turns out they're good for dogs. She ate the shit out of broccoli stems. She also loved to be in my lap when I was working from home. Yeah, clearly I don't care about the cats as much as I cared about the dog, I'll be honest. I miss my poo all the time. The cats are alright, I'm not mad at them. You know? They're cats, they're cool, but they're more like roommates, whereas this dog was like my child. My little beau. I don't know what I would do now, like, I don't see them letting me bring a dog to work. Whipped cream. Here she is at the station again. She used to, like, run around the station, and I would take her for walks around the sales department and stuff so people could see her, and then people would come visit me in the studio because they wanted to see my dog, not because they wanted to see me. The pug Christmas card. Aw. Childless dog ladies, we vote. Oh, is that the pug Christmas card or what? So cute. Yeah, cats are like roommates, they do what they do. So, yeah, sorry. I'll do that all fucking day if you let me. Her name was Susie. Susie Sue. I named her after Susie and the Banshees. Yeah, yeah. All right, kids. It is getting a little bit late, and I need to really do this. I clearly cannot make the Metal Zone playlist and update the calendar while I'm talking to you guys because I just get too distracted talking to you guys, which is not bad. I do have fun doing it, but I also don't want to get an email tomorrow morning asking me where the Metal Zone is. I want to have it done ahead of time. So, I mean, unless anybody's got any questions for me, right? We've checked in on the cats. I gave you the dog. I told stories. Did I miss anything? Anybody not get anything today? Taco salad tonight. I do. I have a thing called a job that I gotta get to, and, dinner tonight is, already I brought it with me because I have to go over to a friend's house after work, and um, I made, how do you say it? I spiralized sweet potatoes with, like, a creamy tomato sauce and some chicken and bell peppers. So it's kind of like a pasta recipe, but made with sweet potatoes as the spiralized pasta. So that's what I got for dinner. Thanks, guys. I'll check again tomorrow. Probably be around 3:30 ish. Take care.